Get ready with me while I talk about the secret lives of Mormon wives. I have so many thoughts. I wrote them all down in my phone and I want to go over the highlights. It was an amazing season. I really hope there's a season 2. First, I want to talk about Taylor. Why I think she is just the very natural choice and leader of Mom Talk, and why I think everybody is just so intrigued by her. I think people like her so much because in the Mormon culture, it's very customary to just try and be as buttoned up, as polished as you possibly can be. I grew up around people who I think made their life look better than it really was, even if it wasn't awful. Everything is romanticized. So much human connection happens around when people are vulnerable, and nobody has been more vulnerable than Taylor. The way that she presents herself, she is not trying to put on any type of show. Whereas I feel like you watch Whitney and you're like, no, she is putting on a show. She's very intentional about how she wants to be portrayed, how she wants to be perceived. And obviously we didn't perceive her very well, but you can tell in the way that she's acting that it is a performance. I personally think Whitney is fun to watch on TV. I don't vibe with her. I just personally appreciate seeing someone so raw and real. I think that's why people like her so much. And you just root for her. You want her to be okay. You want her to figure it out. You want her to have the support she needs. And when it comes to her and Dakota, I really felt the whole show. Dakota is obviously very anxiously attached, needs like this constant reassurance from Taylor, and she is so pregnant. She just wants to be left alone. She just got out of a marriage. She already has 2 kids. She knows what's coming. She's scared about it. She just needs someone to accept her where she is. And it was really, really hard for me to watch Dakota be really pressuring about getting married. That was so difficult for me to watch. You just think about somebody who's so pregnant and has been through so much and understands the commitment of marriage, and she is not ready. She does not feel safe. And who is going to feel ready for such a big life change when you're 36 weeks pregnant? And there's been lies in the past. I think that a true indication of love would be if he said, I love you and I want to marry you, and I respect where you are, I accept where you are, and I will wait for you. Especially when she's about to have a baby. Please leave the girl alone. When they were in the Vegas house and Dakota interrupted her while she was taking her nap, I could feel my bones crumbling into ash. I was like, please don't wake her up. Let her sleep. Put this on the back burner and talk about it after. You need to wait a year postpartum. This is not the time to talk about getting married. But anyway, I came away from the show really just enjoying Taylor even more. And she was the most authentic. I just really like the way that she is. What you see is what you get. She's not putting on a show. I've got a sad baby, so he's gonna join me. I want to hop over to Jen and Zach. I have the same opinion as everybody else. It was hard to watch. It was when I felt the most personally triggered. Let's start at the baby blessing. Obviously, you can invite whoever you want to your baby blessing and keep it more intimate and whatever. Like a mother and a family, they are well within their right to do that. But there was something about, it was Jesse and was it Demi who were uninvited while they were at the salon, and they called Jen, and like Jen was like, well, let me have Zach explain it. The way that Zach explained why they were being uninvited, I felt all my spidey senses tingling. There was something so self-righteous about the way that it was being explained. It really felt like the girls 100% thought they were being invited. They were not pulling that thought out of thin air. Jesse even said Jen had told her that they were very close. She 100% wanted to go support her, and she felt really blindsided when she wasn't. I just really felt like, okay, something about that is really odd. As the show keeps going, it was definitely when they all went to Chippendales that was like so insane to me. I literally had my jaw on the floor. I paused the show and like ran out to my husband. I was like, I have to tell you what's happening because this is crazy. I think one of the things that is just so insane to me is like, what do these men think is gonna happen at Chippendales? It's all women in the audience. Aren't most Chippendale dancers like gay? And Dakota is like, what if a male stripper is dancing on my, 36-week pregnant girlfriend? You think your 36-week pregnant girlfriend wants to get it on with some random... No, she wants a nap. She wants to go home. What do you think male strippers are doing to us? Like, just like turning us on so much we can't control ourselves? But it ain't like that really for us. It didn't have to be so deep. I think the part of the show that broke my heart more than probably any other scene was when Jen was sobbing on the phone to Zach and saying, think about me. Think about my character, because he's just ripping her apart for being at Chippendales. I honestly had to hold back tears. Meanwhile, he's gambling. Thousands of dollars she gave him. Make it make sense. She knows she's not doing anything wrong. She's being treated like she's some harlot. That was really, really difficult for me to watch.